it just keeps going. And it's mediocre on full auto stuff because you only pull once and then you don't pull anymore.
Yeah.
But on this 2-burst sidearm, it just goes and it just doesn't move. And my other perk is Outlaw, and I have a range masterwork. And I don't know if you remember what Outlaw does, but a critical hit, like a kill that's a critical, it basically is an instant reload.
Mm-hmm.
That's how quick your gun loads. So that little pistol is an absolute monster.
Oh, without a doubt.
I have a dodge.
So, yeah, double tap if you
I can
upgrade.
bunny hop.
When you level up and you put perks into, if you put perks, what's your perk loadout? What are your
I am in a.
What did you spec into?
I'm in a conversation thing at the moment. I think I went mostly into melee, sidearms, and health.
Okay, so you're gonna be a smacky boy. Mine is.
I do enjoy a good old fashioned tank build.
Mine is light on the health. Here's mine. You'll think this is the most fucked character build. I put an extra point into strength, 2 extra points in intelligence, 1 extra point in perception, 1 extra point in charm, and 1 extra point in temperament, which means I can talk my way out of any situation, and I can carry a lot of shit. Also, I have specced into ranged. My long guns are already at 51, and my stealth is at. I forget.
Is a long gun just a bolt action?
Long guns are any two-handed gun that is not like an underslung gun, if that makes any sense. So like rifles, shotguns that are two-handed. When you go to your inventory, you can check on your guns what they're classified as. So like the sawed-off shotgun is the skill for that's long guns, but my bolter pistol, which is a laser pistol, is its skill as handguns. And like my underslung, what's called Montag, which is a heavy energy machine gun pretty much, is labeled heavy weapons.
Sorry, what? I was looking at this man yodeling at me about a power auto regulator.
Oh yeah, that's your first major quest line. Welcome to a very fucked decision you have to make. But then if you have talkie skills, you can unfuck the situation almost immediately. I solved that first quest without firing a single weapon at any peaceful or once peaceful AI.
Okay, but who do I have the option to shoot?
Everyone.
I like shooting. Oh, fabulous.
Welcome to. You will start getting quest failed, quest failed, quest failed, quest failed start popping up because if you just nut on a quest giver AI, it will fail their quest. So.
Oh yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, so you will just start getting quest failed. I highly suggest saving frequently. Also, stealing is a feature.
There's manual saves?
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-oh. I'm
Yeah.
bad at that.
Yeah, save that before you talk to AIs. This is something you gotta get used to with these type of things, is you have to get used to speak to AIs after saving, because you will end up fucking up a dialogue option, and you can't go back. All of a sudden, someone's mad at you, and you don't know what to do.
Well,
you
you
see, with your decision if you don't. I
have a sword.
Yeah, I have a there are railgun equivalents. Well, you know, pulse rifles and what are they? Fusion rifles in Destiny, the charge rifles.
I accidentally just said that I'd be charging by the head, and he yelled at me because he didn't want anyone to die.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now that that's been made clear, I'll only murder 60% of them.
Yeah. And I will tell you, a little bit into the speech tech trees will get you a long fucking way, because you can backpedal like a bastard.
my next few points are going to be into charisma kind of stuff.
Let's go this way. I was able to go up to someone and then immediately lie to them and then go back on my lie, and they were just fine with it. They're just like, oh, that's fine. I also have. You see that Spacer's Choice, like on everything, the moon fella?
Yeah.
That's my hat. I'm wearing that moon as a hat.
Oh.
It increases your
So
line by
from a
5.
little I've gathered so far, basically we signed up for a colony, which at the time the colony was controlled by a bunch of different corporations. There were some complications. Our colony ship got abandoned for like 70 years. Some rando madman froze us and kind of tossed us to the colony. But in the past 70 years, it's become a monopoly instead of an economy. And the Spacer's Choice people now basically run everything.
Kind
Yeah?
of. You're getting there. You're very close.
Okay. I
Spacer's
don't
Choice
mind this.
doesn't
This is
have
alright.
Spacer's Choice doesn't have a monopoly. They own that town. The town I'm in is owned by Auntie Cleo's Pharmaceuticals.
Oh, okay.
So pretty much you are owned by the company. Have you talked to the people like the gravedigger who said, "Oh well, those people they're still renting their graves, and they haven't paid their dues, so you're gonna have to go fucking smack them, because they haven't paid their rent on their gravesite."
Do I bring this rando chick with me, or do I tell her
Pravati,
no?
yes. Bring Pravati with you. She's your
Okay.
first companion. I am currently trying to. I bought her soap because she wants to impress her lesbian girlfriend.
Excuse me?
Welcome to Obsidian Games. We are currently needing to go to the another fucking planet because there's a town that all they make is pastries, and she wants to buy some pastries for her date with with Jun Lee. So I'm currently trying to get my companion sexed up, but she's asexual, so she just wants to not be sexed up. She just wants to be snuggle buddies.
Heck.
What the
It
fuck
gave
did
me
they
the
put this in
thing about companions, and I immediately skipped it, and I don't know what it said, and I shouldn't have skipped it.
Your D-pad buttons control what your companion does. So once you unlock your there's skill trees for leadership and determination, and as you go up that skill tree, your companions either do more damage or can take more
So the
damage
only
or
thing I
whatever.
can do right now is I can just ping her to go somewhere.
You can.
Alright, fair
Okay, do you
enough.
have up and down? Do you have up and down?
But pressing
D-pad.
up doesn't do anything, left doesn't do anything, down pings for her to go somewhere.
Left and right won't do anything until you can only have 2 companions with you, and left and right will be their super abilities. Parvati will go fucking ham with her hammer. She will whip out a hammer and just beat the shit out of someone with it. So use that when you're in a hairy situation. Up will allow you to. I don't know if it's only if you have them set to defensive, because you can go into your options. If you go into your options and go all the way to the right side, there's a menu for each of your assistants. You can change out their guns, their melee, and their armor they're wearing. And they also have perks. As they level up, you can get perks. Like currently, she has a 10% chance to extract mods in the field, which is amazing.
I started to teabag and she looked at me and said, "Got it, heads down," and she just crashes in the eye.
Are you gonna be going for sniper build? Cause my guy's a sniper dickhead.
No, not at all.
Okay, then you're fine. If you're going
I
for
might have
sniping,
a bolt action, like in case I need it, but like I said, I'm going for tank. If there's anything I can do to be in their face with a knife or a like close range gun, is there shotguns in this game?
oh baby, there's shotguns.
Oh yeah, shotguns and sidearms. Let's go.
I've saved a mod for a shotgun, and I'm waiting to get a shotgun I want to put it on, and it's called, where the fuck is it? Where the hell is it? Oh, the gyro sight. It reduces weapon spread by 20%. So I'm waiting to get a shotgun, and it's just gonna be cha-chunk. Boom.
Boom.
I could also put that on a machine gun and make it horrific for everyone to live. Um, yeah, I've got a lot of interesting shit to put on things. This would be ridiculous. I should actually put this on my helmet if I can. It's called the Silver Tongue Kit. It increases my dialogue skills and my leadership skills. Yeah, don't, by the way, as much as there's a lot of story going on, don't take the game too seriously. This game is not meant to be taken super duper serious.
Oh, no. I'm not going anywhere near, like, as much... Like, I'm not nearly as committed as I would be, like, playing through a new Destiny campaign or anything. Like, this is entertaining, and I'll have a good laugh, but I'm here to shoot stuff until I get bored.
Wait till you get, energy weapons. Also, be very fucking careful. Your guns do not do very much damage against robots. I don't have any energy-based...
What about a sword?
You're gonna get your nipples ripped off. But if you have a lot of health, then that's not gonna be a big issue. Oh, by the way, have you figured out how healing works yet? Because it's a bit whack.
One of the bumpers does something good?
Yep, that's how you heal. Guess what? You can pick up food items. You can't eat them. Guess what you gotta do? Go into your inventory and load them into your inhaler. I was inhaling pre-sliced bread earlier.
What?
Yeah, don't worry about it. Each of the healing items.
Do people just not eat?
We don't, apparently. But like, each food item, I have 3 of 4 slots open on my consumables, so you could stack like 4 instant 20% health regens to just full health, if you'd like. But you have to have a medical item in the first slot, from what I've figured out. But, so like this one is, if I have it caffeine in lotion form, apparently I can inhale it. Speed, movement speed plus 20, melee weapon attack speed plus 20%, and lasts 25 seconds. This little item in your inhaler will mean you can go fucking apeshit.
Okay, wait, what is pressing up supposed to do?
If you're aiming at an enemy, or looking at an enemy, you can ping it, and that's where your boys will attack. I don't know if it's only in defensive mode.
Okay.
Because I have my guys set to defensive, meaning they will not attack. I can be getting the shit beat out of me. They will not attack until I declare a target for them to kill, and then they'll just go crazy until everything's dead. The reason why is I have a big ass sniper rifle, and the brain power distance on enemies is like 2 feet. So I can sit there at range, pop some poor bastard in the head, and then just wait for them to not realize that their buddy just got his head obliterated. Aim at the next target. Squeeze. And just continue to do that. However, if I had it where they would just, go crazy and kill. What? I'm talking too loud. Front row. I have to shut my door. Sorry! Right now I'm in a quest line, and this is going to be super spoilers, but if you don't care that much about the story, I don't have to super worry about spoilers. I need to get what's called a nav key to another planet to be able to land on it. But they're outlawed, so I have to go through some shady dealings. She wants 10,000 money units for this key. And instead of that, I could go to a abandoned Auntie Cleo's chemical production factory and try to find some shit, like what's going on, and try to find some secrets to sell. I upset the company Auntie Cleo's when I did the quest parts to go ahead and give her the schematics to this gun, and I got a shittier version of the gun. I now have a plasma pistol that deals 40 damage instead of 20. I don't know if it was just the amount of health it's on, because I kind of don't mind pissing off the company. So what I'm probably going to do is, because there's 3 parts to this quest I could check, instead of doing all 3 parts, maybe I can get just a discount on the thing if I do, like, some parts of it, because this pistol looks like it's going to be amazing.
Oh, Red Dead's installed.
Oh, I need to install the things in my
Oh, by the way, when I clicked install on Moose's account, like for Red Dead, it's installing pre-order bonuses too. I don't know if that will actually apply to my account when I start up the game for the first time. But that'd be pretty cool, because if I remember what you were telling me right, that's a pretty baller horse, isn't it?
In single player, you get a almost unkillable horse, a Ardennes war horse.
Oh, but not in online.
And
Okay.
online, you get a thoroughbred racehorse.
Oh, so Mr. Go Fast over here. Alright,
Mr. or
I'll take
Mrs.
that.
Go Fast, yes. Mine is a lady horse, and her name is Cassiopeia because she's purple in color. She's really dark black with a purple sheen to her coat, so she's Cassiopeia.
Wait, your horse is metallic purple.
Pretty much. And
That's
then
fantastic.
I put white highlights in her tail and her mane, so she has little white sparklies. So she looks like space. And she's fucking fast. Like I'm like twice. I'm like it's hard to say, because balance. Some of the horses kind of go roughly the same speed, but she has stamina and she can just fucking go. Like in some cases,
So-
twice as fast as like AI horses and shit.
So, knowing Rockstar, they'll find a way. So, on the offhand chance that when I start up Red Dead and I go into online, I don't get that horse, how long do I have to grind to get a really nice horse?
You start out the very beginning. You get, I think you get a Stano nag. You get a nag horse, which are crap, absolute trash. And like one of the first like training missions that you kind of have to do to get into the online experience fully. The idea is you and 4 players are stealing horses back from some rustlers that have stolen horses, and the guy just says, "Keep your fucking horse." Um, so you get a kind of okay horse. It's still a meh horse, but it's fine.
Okay.
You have bonding levels with your horses,
Okay.
so you
Well, here,
you increase
but
its stats
before you
as
get
go.
into that, when I say a decent horse, I mean best horse in the game. How much?
Long
How many silver bits is that? Okay, if that's a long time. How long would it take me to get like a good repeater rifle or something? Something that I can hold my own in PvP and also hunt with.
If you well, first of all, if you actually, it won't take you too horribly long because I already have a bolt action rifle and I'm only like level 14, and the bolt action rifle is one of the best all around weapons. It's for Red Dead. It depends on what you're doing. The best repeaters in the game are really high level unlocks. They have added DLC weapons, including a Lamat revolver, and please tell me you know what a Lamat revolver is.
I've
Okay,
used the
let me
gun
educate
in
you.
Battlefield 1, but I
And-
don't know what's special about it.
So,
It
you know
just seemed
how
like a revolver.
revolvers have a cylinder and they spin, and there's a pin in the middle
Sure,
of the
yeah.
cylinder that holds it in place.
Mhm.
The pin on a Lamat revolver is a shotgun barrel,
Oh,
and in Red Dead it works.
Oh, yes.
So you have like, because it has to fit around a fucking like 20 gauge or 12 gauge shotgun barrel. You have a fuckload of shots, and then you click a button, switch to shotgun, and you
how do
have
I
one
get
last
this?
quick
'Cause I
shoot.
really want that.
It's a very expensive gun, but it is a very nice gun. It's a DLC gun, so it's like the DLC guns in GTA. They're unlocked at start, so if we could grind cash.
Fabulous. That was one thing I was a little concerned about, was that for some reason Rockstar was going to decide to go the Destiny route, which isn't a horrible thing, but for Rockstar that would have been pretty dumb, and make each DLC cost money. I don't think you can really get away with that in an open world like game that has PvP. In Destiny, it's alright, because you can just not play PvP if you don't want to get dunked on by people with DLC weapons.
Yeah.
When I say dunked on, Destiny's fairly balanced. There's a couple standout guns that are like, wow, that's literally cheating. But they're currently in the works of getting rebalanced and stuff. So you're not really at a huge disadvantage as far as PvP. But if they like if that was the thing in GTA,
in Red Dead.
you like you had to buy each DLC. So if I'm some rando and I've just got the game on sale for like $5, because that's what the game goes for on sale nowadays.
I made my fuck robot.
And I see like an Oppressor Mark II or a Deluxo, and not only can I not buy one of those unless I buy the DLC, but I can't buy anything that could possibly fight one of those without the DLC.
Yeah, that would be sad boy hours. That would be the most sad boy hours. By the way, I made my robot.
Sam recently mopped in here.
I found an acid scrubber when I was exploring that gun production facility. And so now my robot's up and around doing shit, and he's mopping the floor, and he has a little brush on his ass. He's currently washing a pipe. I don't know if I can bring him with me on adventures, but I might, I don't know. But GTA or Red Dead gets a little bit of that because you have to think there's no automatic weapons. So when you get, because you can get a Mauser.
I think I'll be all right with that.
There is a Mauser pistol, a like C96. Is an automatic pistol, damn near, because you can just go with it pretty much.
Radio.
M1A1. You can just
Oh right.
If
you are pulling the trigger, the gun is firing. I got
In
you.
Red Dead 1's online, it was fully automatic, and you could dump the mag in like a quarter of a second. You would just roll up with someone, and they would no longer be alive.
It's like a K10 basically,
Pretty much.
or like a Glock 18. You just walk up, hold down the trigger. The recoil is so much by the end of the mag, you're pointing at the moon.
It's not that much recoil, and in Red Dead 1, the recoil is not that big of a deal. Red Dead 1's a nightmare environment. Don't fuck with Red Dead 1 anymore. It's a nightmare.
Oh, speaking of like Red Dead 2 and like cool guns and stuff, shotguns. When do I get a double barrel?
You're gonna be one-upping that. You get a pump action if you get your pre-order shit. You get a pump action right off the word go. You could get a repeating shotgun in an 1887 repeater shotgun, which is over fucking powered.
Ooh, okay.
You can also get double barrel sawed off and
now are those guns, when you say they're pre-order bonuses, will I only get those if I've pre-ordered, or can I grind for them and buy them?
You can buy
or
them.
Are they like some lost relic? Okay, good.
You will get some. I like them. Not very many people like them, but you get a volcanic pistol, which is, imagine a repeater pistol.
Okay.
So it's like a 10-shot pistol. So you go poof, and here's something you need to get used to. You have to click the fire button again to rack it. So you can't fire and he automatically loads it. You have to load it for each shot. If you get a secondary holster, which is very easy to acquire. That's gonna take some getting
used to.
Yeah, you have to start just spamming the trigger, because that's the same with repeaters and bolt actions and all repeating arms. You have to rack it again to load the next shell. Every gun you can equip a scope on. Like, if you want a scope on your repeater, you can. You just have to tap up on the D-pad to enter the scope. So every gun can have a sniper rifle scope on it.
Can I put a scope on my pump shotty?
I don't think so. As much as that would be cool, because you can have incendiary slugs, which are...
Oh, speaking of special ammos, explosive bow. I want...
Oh, big time. I don't even think I have the bow.
I know a little bit of Red Dead. One of my favorite GTA YouTubers, Project Helisexuality. He was actually in his GTA, but he got fairly good at Red Dead. And he made a compilation of when he first got the explosive bow. And it's crazy expensive to use, but for the memes, he did it anyways. And he played a match of EP. It was like a control game mode where there's like a cap point in like a little building. And there was a loft in the building. And he gets up on this loft, and he only has like 9 explosive arrows, and he's just pre-aiming the door. And he gets so many kills. They just can't stop him. You literally can't counter it. You peek, explosion. You can't kill him faster than an explosion kills you.
By the way, that's not what you would consider as expensive, if I remember correctly. You cannot buy the explosive ammo. What you have to do is you have
You have to craft them.
Yeah, you have to.
Right.
I will take you boar hunting.
Yeah, honestly,
because boar hunting
that's one
is
of the
super
things
easy.
that I think is gonna be. I'm really gonna like about Red Dead is it almost feels like a like you actually live your life in the Wild West, and I think that's really cool. And it may not become one of my main games. Like it may not become a game that I turn on my Xbox